All right, so as you know, I work with some moderators. They're all 3D printed, all done by myself. I have 3 different types that I want to test out that I haven't shown anybody. Now, this is my latest one that you've seen. This one I made for the Avenger, as well as for the Umarex Origin. This is the 2.1 version. It just threads on. Don't have anything for the Umarex Gauntlet yet. But I went ahead and made 2 more. Completely redone inside and out. I was goofing around with these just to kind of see what they would sound like. Haven't put them on a rifle yet, but I just kind of wanted to do just a simple noise test, just to see what it would do. But I did buy a moderator. It's the 160C or 160Z 0 dB moderator. Actually was going to go for the 110, which would have been exactly the same size as this, but here's just a comparison. Yeah, this is the 8-incher and this is 6-incher. When I redid the model, this was someone else's outside model that they'd made for their moderator, but I just went ahead and changed the insides. But with the program that I was using, this showed that it was perfectly round until I went to go print it, and now it's kind of hexagonal. But it still looks pretty sweet. But both of these have completely different interiors. Let me show you a little bit what I can, just so you get an idea. 2.2B for the Avenger has kind of a honeycomb feel to the inside. So this user here actually gave me this idea some time ago when I was making the originals of this, saying that it would be cool if I could change the infill of these. Just like on 3D printing, you can change how the inside of it fills in, whether it's more of kind of like a wave, whether it's a hexagon, diamonds. They've got like 20 different presets, and his idea was to go ahead and try to use one of those presets and fill the inside. Only problem with that is that it fills it, but it doesn't allow air to go into it to help reduce sound and all that. So I went ahead and made hexagons, and then I rotated them every about 3 or 4 layers, and so now you kind of get this little honeycomb look and feel to it. Whereas the 2.2A, which is the most recent one that I was actually posting and sharing that I was making, it uses honeycomb on the inside, but it's got 3 little fins on the inside to try to help see if it'll spin better, maybe move the air in a different way, so that way it doesn't affect the pellet or the slug that I'm going to be using, but it also has the honeycomb on the outside or on the inside to help absorb a lot of the sound. A lot of these ideas came from donnyfl. Just looking at some of the ones that he's produced, you kind of got an idea of what I wanted. I also looked at sound rooms on how people use noise canceling to try to help mitigate a lot of sound. So I tried to incorporate a lot of that into these ideas just to kind of see what would help and be best. And then I started playing around with these, and it sounds different than what I imagined it would. So let's take a look at that here real quick. I've got my decibel reader here so we can kind of gauge the sound to see how it does. Alright, so I am in the quietest room here of my house, so we're going to go ahead and test each one of these moderators just to simply emit air through them, just to see if it does make a change in sound when we do go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and first test out the moderator that you know, the 2.1, and then we'll go ahead and follow with the 2.2A, then B, and then the 0 dB moderator. 2.2A. Whew, getting a little dizzy there. 2.2B. And now for the 0 dB. Alright, here it is again, so that way you can see me doing this here. That one sounds pretty loud. Here's the 2.2A. Much, much softer. Here's the 2.2B. Sounds about the same. This one has kind of a really hollow sound, which is very surprising. So I don't know if that's just me hearing the sound coming out here through these little ports, but it's definitely raspier. So sounds about the same. This is the A, this is the B. Let's go ahead and take a look at those results here. Alrighty, so obviously I can't push out 900 feet per second through my lungs, so yeah, that really doesn't say much for what those are actually doing, but they are doing something. They are doing something, which is good. Now, here's where it's going to get fun. You will want to go ahead and choose your favorite moderator, whether it's 2.2A or 2.2B. You will want to go ahead and put in the comments down below in this video what the average decibel level is going to be at the muzzle and at 20 yards. The individual or individuals that are able to get close enough to those levels that they are guessing for that particular moderator, whether it's A or B, I will go ahead and provide a free STL of one of those moderators, so that way you can print it yourself. If you want to be in tune for that test, please go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed and put on that notification icon. That way when that video drops, you can be able to be there and see who wins. But any entries that are posted to this video after that video drops does not qualify, so make sure you get those guesses in now before it's too late. Again, thanks for watching, like and subscribe.